Okay guys, right now we are going to be winding a bobbin, and like I said, the bobbins on this machine are big and they have these, well, I say grooves or dents in the bobbin. Pay attention to this hole here, it's very important when winding the bobbin. Now to start off, we will go to the side of the machine. At the side of the machine here, you can see our hand wheel. First, we will hold the outer circle of the hand wheel and turn it towards us until we hear the click. This is meant to disengage the take-up lever so that the take-up lever doesn't keep going up and down when you are winding your bobbin. We will also push this knob to the right to engage the bobbin winding system. Okay, now we will take our thread and, holding it taut, we will put it in through this slot, which is called slot A. Okay, bring it out into slot B. Okay, take it all the way to this, I think this is slot D. Okay, now I don't know if you can see here, but your bobbin, your thread is supposed to go in this way through the bobbin. Okay, so we will take our thread going this way of the bobbin and wind it round just a few times so that it gets a good start off. Remember when I was telling you about that hole in the bobbin? The hole is at the top and at the bottom. So we need this hole right here to lock into this pin that is sticking up here. So if you haven't heard the click, then it might just be that you haven't engaged it. Okay, you can hear the click. All right, then you turn on your machine. As you can see, ours is on now, and you step on your foot pedal to wind your bobbin. Okay, and you can go as fast as you want. All right, now if you didn't know, this machine has 3 ways of winding the bobbin. It's incredible, I know, 3 ways. So this is the first one. We will now go do the second one, which is with this second spool pin. So now to wind your bobbin with the second spool pin, it's pretty much the same. We disengage the take-up lever from our hand wheel here. Now we take our thread and pass it through this last slot here. These slots are lettered A, B, C, and the one here is D. Okay, so we will pass it through C, through to B. Okay, then we will also take it through D here like we did before. And like before, we make sure, just make sure you find the groove for your bobbin. It has engaged. Turn it round the bobbin, the thread, just so that it gets a head start. Okay, you turn it this way. You turn on your machine, step on your foot pedal. Okay, this is how we wind our bobbin with this second spool pin. Now you can also wind your bobbin from the needle. Let's say you're in the middle of sewing and you wanted to change bobbin threads, or you had run out of bobbin thread and you just wanted to thread another one real quick. You could easily do that from your needle. I know it's actually fantastic. The first machine I've ever seen that can do that. So I have already threaded the machine as if I was sewing. Then now we're going to thread the bobbin. Now first off, let's say you're still sewing. You take the thread from your needle and pass it under your presser foot. Then you take it up through the, by the way, your presser foot must be up obviously for you to take it under. Then you pass it through to the take up lever from the left to the right. Come this way through this D slot here. Okay, same thing, you wind it around the bobbin several times to give it something to latch onto. You turn on your machine and then press, and you can see it's winding the bobbin there. Okay, I just think it's a wonderful thing that Pfaff has done, and you can imagine how old this machine is and how long this particular winding method has been around for them. Honestly, it's a wonderful thing. So these are, okay, sorry, when you're done, you disengage this and obviously turn the knob on the hand wheel back the way it was. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how you wind your bobbin for your Pfaff Tipmatic 6122, and I think it's wonderful. So yeah, that's it.